I'm struggling with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. That's just for all you guys. I know you like these wee songs. A few of you have commented. That's just a good reminiscence on how we can get all the help in life and in recovery as well. But it's got to be us that makes that change. So we can do it. We'll all do it together. And I love you so much. Anyway, on to today's video. Today is about a collaboration I'm doing with my good friend Eve Alexandra. You'll find her links below for her channel. Please go and check her out. She's a lovely person. We've connected really well on YouTube in the past little while. She commented a lot in my videos and I found her as well. We're both been through the same issues. We're both in recovery from anorexia and a vegan lifestyle, and she's such a beautiful person, guys. She's really caring and she cares so much for people. She's open and honest about her times when she's having a good day and she's having a bad day. She's always got a positive outlook in life and she never ever gives in. She's just a really wonderful person, a really wonderful soul, and I'm really blessed that I can see that I've found another friend in her on YouTube and we've become really close, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her progress, my progress, and sharing it together, and we'll have a good wee celebration at the end of it, and maybe a wee collaboration video on my celebration for reaching full recovery, and I know we'll do it, and I'm here to support her, she's here to support me. I just can't thank her enough, guys, and she deserves all your love, so please go and check her out, subscribe to it. I can assure you, you won't be forsaken for doing that, because she's a really beautiful person, and she shares a lot of her story, and she's got days where she'll vlog and show you her going to her cottage and things like that. It's all different types of things. She shares the good times, the bad times, just basically all things about her life as well, and she's really open and honest, as I say, and she deserves your support, and you won't be sorry for supporting her. She's lovely, so please do that, guys. Anyway, we asked each other 5 different questions on eating disorders and vegan lifestyle, and the first question she asked me was your eating disorder ever about how you looked, or did you feel a pressure as a man to look a certain ideal? No, my eating disorder was never about how I looked, as I say. It started all with the loss of my mum in 1997, and I was actually a semi-professional footballer at the time, and I was actually working in an abattoir part-time to cover fees and things like that as well, which is surprising as being a vegan, but at that time I was very naive and things, and I was all into the high protein diet and things. We've been a real fitness athlete and things, and it just crept up in me gradually, reducing my food and things, and it was a way of coping with the grief, and I have done all along with my relapses, with my wife's ovarian cancer, losing my dad. It's always been a way of coping with grief and stress. But as a pressure of looking as a man, I have done it. I've suffered over exercise and things, and at one point I was right into high protein diets and working out consistently in this body perfection ego that I was in, trying to get a six-pack and get muscles and things. And I've got to even admit, at one point I did dabble in steroids, which I'm not proud of in the slightest, but it was something I did do at one point, and if you would like me to touch upon this video ever in the future, I thoroughly recommend you don't ever do anything like that. But I was really into a stupid mindset with my eating disorder and things, and as I say, I travelled down the road of things like laxative abuse and all sorts of things to get the perfect body, which is never achievable. There is no perfect. We're all beautiful no matter what we're age, size, race, spirituality, sexuality. Everybody's special. We all deserve love, and love starts with yourself. Number 2, what is the best thing recovery has given you? My life back. It really has. I'm starting to love life again. My mood's lifted. I'm getting in touch with the environment, the animals, spirituality. Everything's coming back that I lost before, because that's one thing with an eating disorder that you get so caught up on. You get caught up on that eating disorder bubble, and it's all about the eating disorder. You isolate yourself away from people, the things you love. You start to lose all the interest in doing things. you gradually lose your friends, you can lose your family, everything gets out of touch. It all becomes about this eating disorder, and you think it's your identity, but that is eating disorder trying to tell you that, so you don't start getting into the mindset of wanting to recover, because you think if you lose the eating disorder, you lose part of yourself. But that is totally false. You'll never live the life you live until you start to choose the path of recovery. So thanks very much for that question, Eve. That was a really good one. Number 3, were you a meat lover trying to go in vegan? Yes, unfortunately I was. As I say, I was into all this high protein diets and things because I've got all the past been drummed into me as an athlete and things with my football and doing a lot of weightlifting and things. It was all drummed into me about you need this protein, and I was into chicken, high protein shakes and all this sort of thing, which is absolutely rubbish, and it's just the naivety of the society today, and I've suffered with it before. I always wanted to go vegan for quite a long time, as I say, but I was prevented by it with my eating disorder recovery team, because it's obviously, it can be masked as an eating disorder, and obviously when you're really ill they don't recommend it, and at a lot of the point through my life I have been in that condition, so it wasn't allowed. But obviously January this year I just started to throw myself into it, and I've proved to them I'm doing it for the right reasons, and gaining weight, doing it for the animals and the planet and the environment, and they've gradually accepted it. So thanks very much for that question. That's a really good one, and it'll help a lot of people as well. Number 4, name one eating disorder behaviour you have gotten rid of in recovery. Well, I would basically say is weighing myself. I've got out of that mindset of weighing myself. I religiously weighed myself constantly. I would do it sometimes 2, 3, 4 times a day, which is absolutely crazy, because I'd like to stress to people, a lot of people do that in eating disorders, but your weight fluctuates up and down all throughout the day, dependent on what you've eaten, fluid levels and things like that. And obviously if you take some fluid and your weight will go up. So eating disorder mentality gets you into the mindset, if you weigh yourself first thing in the morning and then you weigh yourself at night and you've gained at night, oh, you must restrict, but it doesn't. Your weight fluctuates. Different hormonal things do it, especially for females when they're going through their menstrual cycle and things like that. Their weight can fluctuate up and down, and that can be triggering with eating disorder mentality and make them restrict, which is crazy, but it's how the eating disorder mind does. So thanks a lot for that, and that's a great question as well. Number 5, are there any recovery quotes that speak to you or you like a lot? Well, yes, I've wrote some down here which really speak home to me. The first one is, love the life you live the life you love, which is very true, because that's a lot of the things that we suffer from with eating disorder. We don't love our life, and we feel that we're not worthy, and we don't love ourselves. But you've got to really love yourself and love your life, and as you do that, when you start to get into recovery, this all comes back. So this really hits home for me. Another one is, for me, is your worst day in recovery is 1,000 times better than the best day in the grips of an eating disorder. That is very true. Eating disorder recovery isn't linear. It's got bumps in the road. You'll get days where you'll be really feeling low and things like that, and you'll have bloating and things like that, but it's far better even in your best day in the grips of an eating disorder, when you're in the house and you're throwing yourself into over-exercise, calorie restriction, taking laxative, pinging and budging. It's not a life to live at all. The next one is, you have to get to the point where you love your body and yourself enough to take care of it. That is very true. That's one of the quotes that I really like, because you've got to love yourself enough to recover. It's okay wanting to do it for people outside or doing it for family members and things, but until you start to want to do it for your actual self, you'll never fully recover, and that is one of the points I want to really hit home on. That is a great quote. My last one is, recovery is like learning how to walk. There is nothing wrong with falling down as long as you get back up again, which is very true. Like I just pointed out on, recovery is not linear. You'll have bumps in the road. Some days you'll have relapses and things, But going to bed at night and choosing recovery and waking up to next day and battling on again and fighting, that's winning. Each day you choose recovery is a day that you're winning and beating the eating disorder. So you keep fighting, you will get there, we'll all do it together. So thanks very much, Eve, for all this collaboration. I love you so much, and I know that you're going to recover fully, and we're here to help each other and help everybody out there get out the vegan message, help the eating disorder community. Please come and support my channel, support her channel. We want to both reach as many people as we can and get this stigma out about eating disorders and really help people. We just want to grow this and really get as many people out there to speak up about eating disorders and get the help they need, because that is very important. Recovery is all based upon early detection. I know that only too well myself. I suffered for a good few years before it was even detected, because I hid it away. The earlier you get help, the better you are to fully recover, and obviously increase the likelihood that you'll not suffer any internal issues with organs and things like that, which I have as well. So that's very important. Please go and check her channel out. The link's in the description below. As I say, guys, give her your love. She thoroughly deserves it. She's a beautiful person and a dear friend. Thanks again, guys, and I'll speak to you all in the next video.